I am sorry it won't happen today. I will put them up right when we are done. Please open to Foundations of Math 9, Lessons 1, 3, and 1, 4, Multiplying and Dividing Rational Numbers. I can't remember the name of that font, though. That's bothering me that I don't remember the name of that. I think it's Kelvinized. Yeah, Kelvinized. I have no idea why it's called Kelvinized. I just like it. Because some of you will remember I have a problem with fonts. I can't help myself. I need to go to font rehab. Okay.
Font rehab.
Remember when your math teachers in the past told you 2 negatives make a positive?
I was getting help with my math, and teacher tried to tell me that today, and I was like,
It only applies to multiplying and dividing. Okay? It doesn't apply to adding and subtracting, which is why I don't like it when teachers say that. Because all of you, when I do -7 plus -4, you tell me that that is not -11, even though that's what it is. Because you see the 2 negatives and you want it to be positive, right? But that is, so don't think of it that way. What you do need to think of it is this way. When we are multiplying, a negative and a negative makes a positive, and a positive makes a positive. And the other 2 are negatives, okay? All of you know this. How you remember it is totally up to you. I don't care. The way I remembered it when I was your age was multiply the same signs, the answer is positive. Multiply different signs, the answer is negative. That's how I remembered it. I didn't have a chart. I didn't remember 2 negatives is always positive. This is what I did. Okay? Is everybody cool with this? All right. Now, the point of this that I'm trying to make is negative numbers screw you guys up. Right? They do. It's okay. I've taught math a long time. Negative numbers mess you up. So if you can remember this little chart or this little thing, then you can forget about the negative numbers until the end of the question. And then all you got to do is put the sign in. Everybody cool with that? If you can remember this, then you don't have to worry about negative numbers until the very, very end. And then all you're doing is writing a negative or nothing. Everybody cool? All right, so let's go ahead and have a look at this. Now, you all remember how to add and subtract, because we just did it yesterday. They're the hard fraction things, because then you got to make common denominators, and everybody screws that up. If I was a betting man, and I'm not a particularly gambling type of fellow, but if I were a betting man, I would bet that your grade, I'm going to say grade 5 teacher when you guys were doing fractions? Was it? You guys were closer to grade 5 than me. Was it grade 5?
No.
Grade 4? Can't remember. It was 3 years ago, Zach. Come on.
It may have been 3 years ago, but I still can't remember.
Okay.
Years ago was grade 6.
I am willing to bet that your grade whatever teacher, when you started to multiply fractions, said, do you guys remember how hard adding and subtractions were? Adding and subtracting fractions were? You had to find a common denominator and change everything, blah, blah, blah. Well, multiplying is the easy one. Then you just go straight across. Does that sound like something your earlier math teachers told you? I bet it is. The problem with that is they don't show you why it works. So later on in life, your teacher, me, gives you this question, and somebody always tells me that the answer is 4/7, because they go straight across. Because they haven't learned what they're actually doing. And that causes me much grief as a math teacher, right? So, we're going to look at this very first one here. And we're going to do the grade 6 thing that your teacher told you. Okay? Oh, you just go straight across. It's the easy one. So what's 2 times 6? 12. And 3 times 7? 21. Right? Now, here's where I come in. Are they both the same sign? Negative and negative, so the answer is positive. So do I care about the signs until the end? Nope. All I do is look at it and say, oh, same sign, so the answer is positive. Forget about them. Done. Just do the math. Cool? Now, looking at that, is it done to happy Mr. Meyer standards?
Yes, but
It can get better. What would make it better? Divide each by 3. So if I divide that by 3 and I divide that by 3, I get 4/7. Is everyone cool with that? Everyone's good?
But why 3?
Because 3 goes into 12 and 21. Just like if we had 2/4
Oh, okay.
would divide both by 2, right? Because remember, if we multiply or divide, the fraction stays the same. Okay?
That makes, okay.
Okay, everybody cool with that? Now I want to show you guys something. I'm going to rewrite this, and I recommend you do that too. First of all, I'm not going to bother writing the signs, because I know same signs, answers positive, I forget about them. Cool? So I've got 2 over 3, and I've got 6 over 7, yeah? Everybody okay with that?
Mm-hmm.
Now that is technically 2 times 6 over 3 times 7, isn't it? Is everyone okay with that? Okay. Now, here's where it's going to get a little funky for a second. What's 5 times 2? 10. What's 2 times 5? 10. Does order matter when you multiply? No. There's a special math word for that. It's called commutative. You don't need to know that word until grade 10. But it is a word. So can I change this order to 6 times 2 over 3 times 7? Is that okay? Everyone okay with that? Well, 6 over 3, what's that? 2, isn't it? So isn't this 2 times 2 over 7? Isn't it? Isn't 6 divided by 3 2?
Oh, yeah. We're divided.
Isn't it? Is everyone cool with that?
Yeah.
Okay, so now stop for 1 second and think. 2 times 2/7. If I draw this in a picture, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 2/7. Agreed? Is everyone cool with that? 2/7. And how many of those do I need? 2 times 2/7. Everyone cool with that? Which means there's one group of 2/7, and there's another group of 2/7 for a total of what? 1, 2, 3, 4/7. Is everyone cool with that? I'm going somewhere with this, trust me. Is everyone okay with what I have done?
Sure.
Yeah.
Honestly?
Yeah.
I think you're lying.
100%.
100%.
What have I actually done here? Mathematically. All I did was change the order and do some math that we know how to do, didn't I? Everyone cool?
Yeah.
Okay, now I want you to look at something. This explains it all in red. Now come back to this as the very first question, yes? Erlen.
How do you get 2 times 2? Yeah, there's 2 there.
6 divided by 3 is 2. And this 2 and 7 are still right here. Everyone cool? Because 6 over 3 is really 2 over 1, isn't it? 2 times 2, 1 times 7. Cool? Everyone good? Now, the reason I'm showing you this is because I'm about to show you a shortcut that most of your teachers probably showed you before, but I want to make sure that you know why it works. 2 in this question is being divided by both 3 and 7, isn't it? Right? Because 2's on the top and 3 and 7 are on the bottom. Is everyone cool with that? And 6 is being divided by 3 and 7, yes? So since everything on the top is getting divided by everything on the bottom, we can check at the very beginning if there's any fixing up we can do. So we check with 2. Does 2 divide with 3 or 7 at all? No. Does 6 divide with 3 or 7 at all? It does, doesn't it? Because 3 goes into both of these, doesn't it? How many 3's fit into 3? 1. So there's 1 3 there. How many 3's fit into 6? 2. So now I have 2 times 2 and 1 times 7, and I get my answer of 4/7 when the numbers were little. Does everyone see that? Now let's look at this other one I have here. If we do the old way you were taught, it's the easy way, you just go straight across. In grade 6, your teacher used tiny little numbers, didn't they? 3/4 times 2/3 type of thing, didn't they? Right? Are all the fractions you're going to deal with in your life little tiny easy numbers? No, because numbers go all the way up to infinity, don't they? So if we were doing this the old-fashioned way, we would go 7 times 4, wouldn't we? And what would we get? 28. Over, and we do 12 times 21, and what would we get? What's 12 times 21? Can you even do that in your head?
252.
Is it 252? And then we would have to simplify that, wouldn't we?
You just like practically 12 times 2 against times by 10.
Well, when you think about it, it's not that bad. It's really 12 times 20, isn't it?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, which is 12 times 2, which is 240. 12 times 2 is 24. Add a 0, 240. And then one more 12, 252. I like the way you work. You may earn that nickname, Knack, from me yet. Is that a pain in the butt to simplify? It is, isn't it? Everyone agree? Now watch this. I'm going to rewrite it as 7, 12, 4, 21. Now look up and down. Does 7 work with 12 or 21?
Yeah.
Yeah. How many 7s fit into 7? 1. How many 7s fit into 21? 3. Do 4 and 12 work together?
Yeah.
How many 4s fit into 4? You went the other way, Cam. That's okay. 1. And now, Cam, how many 4s fit in 12? 3. And now, what's 1 times 1? 1. And what's 3 times 3? 9. And I've already got it simplified when the numbers were easy. Has everybody seen this trick somewhere?
Yes.
Some of you will have, some of you won't have. It's very helpful, hey? Because this is a pain. Divide by 2. 14 over 126. Divide by 2 again. 7 over 53. Good. Divide by 7, right? It's a pain. So let's look at this one. First thing, do negative numbers matter to us? Nope. The fractions have what kind of signs? Right, the fractions have different signs, so the answer is negative. So we're not going to even do anything with this negative here. We're just going to write it at the very end. So do we even need this negative here? Nope. Done, because it's not going to be back until the end. Cool? Now let's look at this. Does 1 work with 5 or 5? No. Does 3 work with 5 or 5? No, so this is a super easy one. This is 3 times 3, 1 times 3 and 5 times 5. So it's 325. Emily. And then the negative's already there for us. Why were we allowed to write the negative there? Yeah. So let's look at the next one. What about those? What are their signs?
Negative. But it's like positive.
So they're the same, so the answer is positive, right? So I don't need to care about those negatives. So I put them out of my mind. They're gone. So what do I have? I have 9 11s and 7 and 12, right? So now I check up and down. Does 9 work with 11 or 12? Really? Yes? There's something that works with 12 and 9. What is it? Somebody said it. 3. How many 3s fit into 9? 3. How many 3s fit into 12? 4. Cool? Okay. Do 7 and 11 work together? No, so I'm done. What's 3 times 7? 21. What's 11 times 4?
44.
44. And am I done? Do you think? Yeah, because 21 is only one, which never counts. 3, 7, and 21. Do 3, 7, or 21 go into 44? Nope.
It's gone.
And I know the answer is positive, so I don't have to write anything in there because I threw those negative signs out of my head, right? Everybody with me? Easy peasy lemon squeezy, correct? Any numbers will work. We can always use this trick. Give me a number between 1 and 20.
This is squares.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They keep appearing and disappearing.
Because my computer is getting old.
I saw
Give me any number between 1 and 20.
7.
6.
I'll say it slower. Any number between, oh, I said 1 and 20. Damn, I meant to say 10 and 20. You say 6 slower because I'm a dummy.
6.
60.
Okay, so 6. Now give me another number between 10 and 20.
12.
12 times.
Oh.
Now give me a number between 20 and 30.
21.
33. Oh, wait.
21. And a number between 30 and 40.
32.
Should we choose 33?
Now,
No.
if we were in grade
Should
6,
have said it before.
we would go straight across here, wouldn't we? Wouldn't we? And we would have, first of all, is this answer going to be positive or negative? Positive, because they're both the same sign, right? If we were in grade 6, we would do 6 times 21, which is 126, over 12 times 32,
Okay,
which
Gavin,
I
what
can't
is it?
even do in my head.
12 times 32.
384.
Right
12 times what?
now. 32 right now.
Who would want to simplify that? Not me. That's crazy, and that your brother was the same way. No, I'm going to simplify 512
I thought you
over
had that one.
4,386, Mr. Myers.
380.
Whatever, Phoenix. Go ahead.
I
We
got it.
finished the question, and there's Phoenix. Divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2. Are you done yet, Phoenix? Almost. Divide by 2. Divide. Oh, is he?
And he's
Now,
related to you.
what's
so
my
he's a
shortcut?
loser, too.
does something go into 6 and 32?
You guys look alike.
What? Yes, Omar. What goes into 6 and 32? 2. How many 2s fit into 6? 3. How many 2s fit into 32?
Like 12.
16.
Oh, that's close.
What about 21 and 12? Something go into both of them?
Am I supposed to
Yeah, I
You don't need to write this down, Tasha. 3. How many 3s fit into 21?
don't know.
Yes, you do.
That's
7.
7.
Oh, never mind.
How many 3s fit into 12? 4. Right? Everyone cool? Then I go across.
this so
3
much
times 7,
easier.
21. 4 times 16, 64. And I'm done.
That makes it so much easier.
Doesn't it? It's way easier.
Where did it even come from?
I don't know, man. But the same thing as the things were disappearing a few days ago. There's gremlins in my computer. Gremlins, I tell you. Everyone okay?
Gremlins.
Turn the page over. What do you think happens
Oh, that's the
here?
old page. Okay, never mind. You hide the big numbers and you go with it.
What would you guys do with that? What is your automatic reaction when you see a mixed fraction? Make it improper, right?
That's it.
Okay? In this case, when multiplying or dividing,
Mr. Myers?
we must improper fraction. Remember, we had a choice in adding and subtracting. But in multiplying and dividing, we have no choice. Yes. Yes. Does everyone understand that? We have to do it when we multiply and divide. You have to do improper fractions. Okay? Now, first thing, do I care about these negatives? Why? Because the answer is going to be positive, so I throw them away. I don't even care about them. So what's 5 times 2?
10.
Plus 1?
11.
So I have 11 over 5, correct? Times, what's 4 times 1? Plus 3?
7.
7 over 4. Now, check. Can I do any tidying up now? Does 11 work with 5 or 4? Doesn't, does it? Does 7 work with 5 or 4?
Yep.
No. So we're stuck here, aren't we? It's already simplified. So when you finish this, are you going to, do you know you can leave it? Yeah. 11 times 7, 77. 5 times 4, 20.
Thought we're not supposed to do it like that.
You know what? Now you are.
I'm sorry, okay.
No, Tasha, what do you mean?
I thought we're not supposed to.
No.
Across.
Only if you can't fix it up first.
Oh, okay.
Then you have to do that way. The problem with the way you were taught in grade 6 is nobody showed you fixing it up first. And now in grade 9, when the numbers are bigger, you're left trying to simplify giant fractions, which is a pain, right? Now this, I'm perfectly happy with, right? On an open-ended question, could you leave that like that? Yeah, you could. You could. But on a multiple choice question, that might not be there. So you better be aware how many 20s fit into 77. 3 with how many left over? 17 20s. So you got to be aware that those are the same thing. Because on a multiple choice, you got to find the best answer, right? Multiple choice isn't find the answer, it's find the best one. Okay? Everybody good? All right, let's look at this one. First of all, do I care about that negative?
No.
No. Where's the next time that negative is going to show up? In the answer. So I'm just going to write it right in the bottom. Negative or negative, because I know it's going to be there. And I don't care about it all the way down. What do I got to do to this first guy? 4 times 1 plus 1. What is that?
Make it improper. Oh.
Yep, make it improper. So what is it? 5. Now I check. Do 5 and 4 or 5 and 7 work together?
No.
Do 6 and 4 or 6 and 7?
Wait, how can you know?
6 and 4 do.
Because they have common things.
Common factors.
6 and 4 do.
Numbers that multiply to them. So 6 and 4 both share what?
2.
2. How many 2's fit into 4?
2.
2 of them. How many 2's fit into 6? 3 of them. And now all of this is garbage, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can get rid of all of that because I know it's 5 times 3, which is what? 15. And 2 times 7, which is what?
14.
14. So negative 15 over 14. Am I happy with that? Of course I am. But on a multiple choice test, I better be aware that how many 14s fit into 15? 1 with how many left over? 1 14. Does everyone see how easy it is? Now, in the past, people want to see all this, don't they? We're in high school now. In grade 6, this was the goal. In high school, this is the first steps. Do you understand? You're going to go a lot further with math. So we start letting you let go of some of this stuff that you've been working on for 7 years. Because it's been the same since the 4th grade, hasn't it? Okay? So let's let go of it a little. Look at this question, which has no steps here. What do you know right away as soon as you look at that?
Positive.
Answer's positive. So do we care about the negative signs? No, they're gone. What else do you know? Mixed fractions.
Proper fraction.
Well, yeah, right away, improper fractions. If this question's out of 3 marks, have you just gotten 1.5 of them?
Yeah.
Without doing anything, haven't you? So, let's improper fraction them. What's 5 times 2? Plus 4? 14 over 5. And I don't care about the sign because I know it's going to be positive. And what's this one going to be?
8, and then
11 over 4.
11
There we
over
go.
4. Now, I check my crosses. Does 14 work with 5 or 4?
yeah,
Which one?
4 and 14.
4 and 14. What goes into both of them, Liam?
4. And
4 goes into 14?
Doesn't it?
Doesn't 4 go into 14?
Yeah, I thought. Yeah.
No. 4, 8, 12.
Oh.
So it's 2.
Man.
I know you did, Omar.
It's the
Would you
exact
like
same
me to
thing.
come
That
over and
was-
cheer for you?
What?
Here. Give me an O! Give me an M! Give me an A! Give me an R! What's that spell? Omar! Better?
No.
Now, some of you have letters that are harder to draw. I will not do that for you. Omar was easy. Okay? I won't be doing S is a pain. Yes. All the curvy letters are difficult.
What about Xavier?
X is no, Xavier would be easy. Durr. It's all pointy letters.
What about E?
Pointy letter.
What about E?
It's like this.
Done.
Really good.
Well, you gotta be that way. Or you could even do a small E, but it's curvy.
Picture at the backwards.
All right.
Just forget about
How many 2's go into 14?
7.
7.
it. Are you serious?
Take back my R! Take back my A! Take back my M! Take back my O!
Omar sucks. No, I'm just
You
kidding.
lose all of my cheering. How many 2's go into 14? 7. How many 2's go into 4? 2. Do 11 and 5 work together?
No.
Nope. So now I just go straight across because I'm done my simplifying. So it's
So much
77
easier.
over 10. Are we happy? Yep. Because I know it's going to be positive. And just to be sure, how many 10's go into 77? And how many are left over?
7.
Super easy. Yes?
Yeah.
Now, I do have to show you one more thing.
Hey, that was my 8th birthday. What? On March 6th, 2009.
Oh, we're down to here. Okay. There's no 6. There's no 9. There's no 2000. Tasha. Now I see, though.
Yeah.
That's cool. You're reading ahead.
Yeah.
Bonus points for you.
Yay.
Okay.
Class. I'm depending on it.
Okay. When we're dealing with decimals, we're going to just use our calculators, aren't we? Right? Every time. But, a couple of things. One, the rules apply.
Sorry.
Rules about signs are the same. So positive, positive is positive, negative, negative is positive. Cool? And the second thing is simply this. First of all, you're always going to use your calculator. Until grade 10, where sometimes they make you do on your provincial exam next year, there's going to be a section without a calculator. So I'm going to remind you of how to do this. You know how to do this from grade 6. How do you multiply without a calculator? You multiply normally. You multiply normally, and then you count decimal places. Count decimals in the answer. Okay? So this question here, the first thing we're going to do, of course, is use our calculator, right? So, Joan, the price of this share went down negative 305 for every share. Joan has 50 shares. So what math do we do? Divided by?
That was great now.
She lost $3 on one share, and she has 50 shares. So times. So if we were going to use our calculator, which is the way we should do this, yes, we would do 3.05 negative times 50 on our calculator and get negative 152.50. Cool? Except on our calculator, it's not going to have the 0, is it? But in money, we put the 0 there, yeah?
Her name's Joe.
Okay, Joanne.
Oh, you said Joe.
Did I?
Yeah.
No, it's Joanne. Now, I do wish for you guys to be able to do this without your calculator. So you just do normal multiplying. 305 times 50. As soon as you see 305 times 50, what do you know about that 0? There's going to be a 0 on the end, isn't there? Like 10 times 3 is 30. So I'm going to put that 0, and then I just do normally. 5 times 5, put down the 5, carry the 2. 5 times 0 is? Plus 2 is 2. 5 times 3 is 15. Now, in this question, how many decimal points were there? 2, because it was 3.05, yeah? So I got to have 2 decimal places in the answer. And it's negative because that was negative. Everybody remember how to do that from grade 6? I really only want to show you once because we're going to use our calculators from now on, yeah? But I want to make sure you know that, you remember it. Everybody good? Yeah, we're done. Now, if you look on your outline, you see that we have done multiplying, right? So here is the outline. Now remember, if you do all of that, that gets you the A, right? What do I mean by that? If you can do every one of those questions and get the same answer as the back of the book on your first try, then you're going to get an A. Understand?
I want that A.
Everybody with me? Now, notice every other time I've been cutting it down smaller, yes? What I cut it down smaller to is the bare minimum you need to know to get through this course. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you only want 50% passing, then only do the work that I write down. Okay? That'll get you through. But if you want to do better, then do as much of it as you can. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm leaving it up to you because you're no longer in middle school. If you want to get a C minus, then do the minimum amount of work. If you want to get an A, do a little bit more. If you want something in the middle, do it in the middle. Do you understand? I trust you guys to start taking control of your own destiny. Okay? I am not going to chase you around and force you like your elementary and middle school teachers did. And if you don't do it, you'll do it again. Because this isn't elementary and middle school. We don't move you along because you're a nice kid. Okay? Picking up what I'm putting down? Grade 9, there's a bit of leeway. Well, maybe let him try. Grade 10, no. Grade 11, no. Grade 12, no. You can actually fail now. Okay? Kindergarten to grade 8, it's more work to fail than it is to not. As a matter of fact, it's almost impossible.
I had a kid fail in my kindergarten class.
Yes.
And that was only because he couldn't speak English.
Yeah. See? That's what it takes. Right? If you can breathe and count to 10, you pretty much get out of kindergarten. Okay? It's not like that anymore. Everybody cool? So, again, you can do all of that, and then over here, I'm going to write the minimum. Can I borrow your textbook for a sec, Liam? Please? Thank you. You need to be able to do at least 3 6, 7, 12, 15. That is your minimum. If you're comfortable with them, then that guarantees you a pass on the test. Understand?
Understood.
You want an A? Look at them all. Do you have to be able to do all of them? No. Because tomorrow I'm going to say, hey, did anybody have any problems with this? And you're going to say, you know what, I didn't get number 15, Mr. Myers, and I'll go over it. Cool? Except I forgot to do that today. Any problems with 111 and 119? No? Was everyone okay with it?
I have problems, but I forget now, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, tomorrow I'll go over all 3 of them. How's that sound?
All right.
Because tomorrow we're writing a quiz anyway, right? That'll take part of the day.
Thanks for reminding me.
Everybody cool? What's on the
How do
quiz?
you forget about a quiz?
Only number line stuff, adding and subtracting. Nothing we did today. Cool?
Chill.
That's fine. I'm fine with that.